What's the one thing about your health you wish someone had told you years ago? Well, for me, it's how important the gut is. Truly, the gut is the foundation of overall health and vitality. It's not just about digestion. The gut affects everything from your energy levels and mood to weight management and even longevity. And while most gut supplements contain probiotics or probiotics and prebiotics at best, Bioma contains all three essential ingredients your gut needs. Visit gobioma.com/dateable today. That includes prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. Each ingredient is science-backed and third-party tested. Just take 2 capsules before breakfast and take the guesswork out of feeling your best. Visit gobioma.com/dateable today for an extra 15% off your order. That's gobioma.com/dateable and get an extra 15% off. So I've tried a lot of things that claim to make life easier, but Knix leak-proof period underwear is one of the only brands that truly delivers. I no longer wear clunky pads or toxic tampons, and the defining moment for me was when I was climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, living in fear that my period would come early. And then I remembered I brought my trusty Knix period underwear, and that fear completely subsided. There's no way I could have been changing pads and tampons at 19,000 feet. So Knix, Knix, has completely changed how I feel about my period. Their leak-proof technology looks, feels, and washes like normal undies, but have a range of absorbencies for your lightest to heaviest days. Up to 6 super tampons, so you are totally covered. Plus, Knix has patented bonded edges to prevent side leaks. And with buttery soft, stretchy fabric in cuts like thong, bikini, boy short, high-rise, and more, you'll find just the right fit. So head to Knix.com and you'll see why I love Knix. Don't forget to use code DATEABLE for 20% off your order. Get leak-proof undies, amazing bras, and more. That's KNIX.com, code DATEABLE, Knix.com. Hi, I'm Yue Xu.
And I'm Julie Kraftchick.
We're active daters turned dating insiders.
Here to dive into everything modern dating and relationships.
Welcome to Dateable. Hello, everybody. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to you. Welcome to our friends, our lovers, our neighbors. I don't know who else is out there.
Everyone
is anybody out
that's
there?
listening, we don't know. I think you covered everyone.
Did I? Our enemies, our frenemies,
Oh,
our
you never
exes?
know. You never know who's listening.
My friend was telling me about how she had blocked her exes on social media, but then this random account started following her, and she later discovered it was him.
Oh, God. How long have they been broken up?
Like a year.
Clearly, he hadn't moved on.
It was like some cat account, but
I'm not surprised. Yeah,
we are very good at investigating sus accounts, and somehow she found a picture that was linked to another picture.
Oh my God!
She's like, "This is my ex."
I'm like, I can't make fun of him too bad because I've been there. I haven't gone that far to make a cat account though. That's like next level.
No, yeah, that's too much. That's too much. But I do have a boy account, or I want to make a boy account.
Wait, you have one, or you want to make one?
I want to make one. I keep thinking I have one because in my mind I've already made it, but I haven't.
It's like, are you trying to tell us something or hide something? Can't tell.
I don't have one yet.
All of a sudden, I see some weirdo lurking on my photo, some dude. I'm like, no, and then it turns out it's you.
It's me. It's me. I'm Stan.
I don't know if this has been a blessing or a curse, probably a blessing, but none of my exes have been so active on social media. So it's actually, there's no reason for me to create something. I'm not going to get anything from it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good thing. I mean, that's why we're drawn to the people not on social media.
I mean, we've all been here before, but I remember it was my friends with, I don't even know what you would call him, situationship before it was a term. We were friends. Yeah. We were in the same friends group. So we were actually Facebook friends. I wasn't lurking or stalking, but I was, because I went back to his history of years and I wouldn't have done that for any friend. And you know how when you accidentally the worst.
Yep.
A photo from 2006. You're there's no explaining besides that I was deep stalking you.
I really think that should be the start of a movie.
Yes.
And the movie should be called The Accidental Like.
And it sets off everything.
Yes, it sets off this chain of events of investigation. And maybe it's how you find the killer or something. I don't know. There's something to it. Somebody take on that script.
Ironically, though, I think this conversation actually is in line with what we're talking about today.
Is it?
I see it because I
Bring us home, Julie.
Okay, you're going to see the connection, but I want to start with a statement, and it might be a little shocking to some people, but I actually think that most people are not really single.
Oh, I agree with that. I think if you look at our relationship status, it's supposed to be so binary, like single or in a relationship, but it's not actually that way.
No, and there's a single scale that we're going to talk about, and there's a spectrum from single as fuck, AF, I don't know if I can say as fuck, AF, where you have no prospects at all, to you are completely off the market. Like you are married or you are in like a, decade-long partnership that is basically marriage.
Yep. I feel like most people are either getting in or out of something. So therefore you're like riding in the middle of the spectrum. Maybe you're like casually dating, but still hooked on someone, or you're in a situationship, which tethers you to someone, friends with benefits. Also, you're like, there is someone lurking.
Yes.
Making you not completely single.
And this is what keeps you single forever.
It truly is. Because you got something lurking, a ghost.
But that's why I said that it relates back, because even if you're not dating the person, like your friend that found her cat, this is my connection back. But like they are still occupied. Like his mind is occupied by your friend. He's probably going on dates.
No, he's in a relationship.
Okay, even worse. He's in a
even worse.
Even worse. But let's say he wasn't in a relationship and he was just single. He's going on dates. He's coming home after the date was like medium, and he is lurking on his cat Finsta. But even worse that he's in a relationship. I don't even know what to do with that information.
Right? That's what I think so too. I think he's psycho. But yeah, that energy. It's energy. When you have someone still lurking, whether you believe this person has relationship potential or not, they are taking up space in your head, in your universe, in your mental capacity, making less space for the person who may be better for you.
And I used to think for years, like, oh, it's no big deal. I can just have this casual friends with benefits or situationship, and I can still date. I can go try to find my person. You can't. You absolutely cannot. And I don't know who, you're fooling yourself if you think that. And I know that sounds blunt, and I know I can hear people be like, no, that's not true. It is true. Take it. Yeah. It's true. Because have you ever seen someone successfully do both? Unless they're so emotionally detached. That's the only way. If you were completely emotionally detached, maybe. But the reality is most times you're not. Most times there's something connecting you to this person, or you would have not been with them forever.
Even if that person gets into a relationship with this new person they meet, the beginning of that relationship gets very messy because there's all this untethering of the other lurkers. The ghosts keep coming around, or they're in the same friend circle, or they're still texting. So it creates a lot of miscommunication as well. Wouldn't you want your relationship to start from a clean slate? I would.
I know. And this is why it's so hard in the dating world, because, of course, there's some people on apps that are outright married or in relationships that are just being dodgy and all that. But then there's a lot of people that are technically single. They're not doing anything wrong, but their mind and energy is elsewhere. And that's when it becomes difficult. And I feel like this was something I really struggled with dating. And actually, it helped in a weird way when I don't know, when my ex broke up with me, because I remember him sharing what was going on for him. And I was like, oh, this isn't about me. There's other stuff happening. And I think with most people we date, we don't get the opportunity to hear what's going on for them. So if you're going out with someone and they ghost you, or they don't want to go on a second date when you thought you had a great one, you have no idea what's going on in their life. You have no idea who's orbiting in it. You don't know how fresh their last relationship was, or even situation was. It doesn't even have to be a full-blown relationship to be like getting in the way.
And instead of many of us on dates asking, what are you looking for? The question we don't always ask is, how single are you?
It's hard
Be
though,
honest.
but would someone be honest? That's the other thing. I feel like, okay, I'll just take myself as an example because I don't want to project to others. If someone back in the day asked me if I was on a date, like I was on a date, if I had like a lingering friends with benefits that you saw at like 2 a.m, I would never say yes. You would be judged. They would run away. Like there's no benefit of disclosing that information.
And in your head, you may not even think that should be disclosed. You're like, oh, yeah, no, I'm single. There's nobody.
I mean, that's the thing. It's not like you're like, yes, if you were actively in a relationship, that would be really messed up to not like lead someone on. But it's especially if someone's actively told you we are not in a relationship.
Yeah. What I do think where this question could benefit is that if someone's gone on a few dates with other people, you don't know how far along they are in this whole process. It's like a job interview. Like I'm on my first interview, but who's on their third or fourth? So it'd be nice for someone to pause, hear that question, and answer with, okay, there are some other people that I've been seeing, before you, and I'm still keeping those connections. Like maybe someone would disclose that. I don't know.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, like you have to lead with your own behavior first. And clearly you can ask as many questions as you can, but ultimately the person, it's up to them if they're going to be honest and what they're going to share. But I also do feel like you can feel when someone is distracted and being pulled in different directions. Like I know you have a good friend that's been like, oh, it's totally fine. I can keep this situationship along going and I'll still meet the one. And you're like, no.
I can't. I can't. It's so hard because every time, I'll give you a really good example because she'll say, no, he doesn't mean anything. It's just nice. It's just for sex or it's just for companionship. Every time I've met up with her, he is brought up. Right. That's already a telling sign that he is occupying space. If he truly doesn't matter, why is he occupying our time? We don't get that much time together. Like, I don't want to be spending that time talking about him.
So I think there's a couple things at play. Like one is maybe there's more emotions than she's willing to let on.
For sure.
But I also think, and this is something actually that was game-changing for me, was that I felt like having someone was better than having no one.
Sure.
And therefore, it was someone to talk to my friends about. So, and both could be true. It could be both of those. Yep. And I think what was game-changing for me in dating was actually becoming comfortable single, that I didn't need another person to be occupying space and being able to let them go if I knew they were not aligned with what I was looking for. I also was more intentional at that point in my life. Maybe in early dating when I was kind of juggling all these people, maybe I wasn't really ready for a relationship. I would go on a limb and say I actually wasn't. So maybe there's actually that happening too, is you think you're ready, but you're not because you are entertaining this stuff.
Definitely. And as a friend, I've told her I don't want to hear about him. So we don't hang out as much because I think she knows. She's like, well, if I can't talk to you about him, then I have nothing else to talk about. Right. And that's really unfortunate, but it is so telling. Like it is I felt like I was holding up a mirror of how I used to date.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was able to participate in society if there was someone around, someone for me to talk about, someone for me to spend time with. And now I see so loud and clear how that is just occupying space that could go to someone better.
It's hard watching it as a friend and then obviously someone that's in this, like, has talked to all the daters and done the work we have, because you're like, it's so obvious why you're single, right?
So
like
obvious,
this person that you don't even think is like the person for you, that doesn't treat you well, is clogging all your bandwidth.
Yes. Yeah. It is a clogged toilet. You cannot flush down anything. Like anything new is going to clog up your toilet even more. So you got to flush that toilet first. That is a really good way of looking at it because because it is just like we only have so much capacity. We have to understand that. And it's not just your energy, it's your mental capacity. I only have so much capacity to hold all the information of all my friends and loved ones. And this person's already taking up this much space. Like, that's not fair to the person who really deserves that from me.
Yeah. I think the other piece of it too is that there's the present bias at play, that we feel like this is kind of the best we're going to get. And even if it's like like not actually true, it's like, this is what's in front of us right now. And I'll be more fulfilled if I act on it than waiting for someone that might actually be a good partner for me and being single, because it feels bad to have no one. But the present bias is what brings us back when our ex texts us and we know it's not a good idea. We know we're going to be miserable in like 2 weeks when the fallout happens again. But in the moment, it feels exciting. It feels good. It feels like the chemistry and endorphins are there. So it's hard to like say no. It's hard to say no to some stuff, but at the end of the day, like if you are truly looking for a long-term committed partnership, entertaining these people that just give you present satisfaction only is not the way to get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to dive into this even more, but before we do, let's take a quick break to hear from our partners.
As the air turns crisp and the holidays draw near, comfort becomes the best gift of all. And Quince delivers layers that last: sweaters, outerwear, and everyday essentials that feel luxurious, look timeless, and make holiday dressing and gifting effortless. And Quince has it all, from $50 Mongolian cashmere sweaters made for everyday wear, denim that never goes out of style, silk tops and skirts that add polish, and down outerwear built to take on the season, perfect for gifting or upgrading your own wardrobe. Now, I know I live in warm Southern California, but I do love wearing cashmere, and the Quince short sleeve cashmere sweaters are my go-to. They're just the perfect layering piece, and they truly elevate every outfit. Step into the holiday season with layers made to feel good, look polished, and last. From Quince. Perfect for gifting or keeping for yourself. Go to quince.com/dateable for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/dateable to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DATEABLE.
With the holidays right around the corner, it's time for me to start planning all the festive meals and treats for the season. Frozen Washington red raspberries are the ultimate holiday shortcut to flavor, as they are picked at peak ripeness and frozen within hours to lock in their bright, sweet, tart taste. I love raspberries in my desserts, and boy does this cran raspberry pecan tart sound delicious. Grown by passionate farmers in Washington state, they're frozen with care to ensure top quality and food safety, and it always feels good to support local American farmers. And here's the best part. They're always in season. When you buy American-grown frozen raspberries, you're getting fresh off the field flavor all year long. You can find them at Costco, Kroger, Meijer, and Winco Foods. Make sure to look for product in the U.S. on the bag. Check out True Fruit Mars Hyper Chilled Chocolate-Covered Raspberries and Smucker's Raspberry Jam. Want to learn more details on where to find American frozen red raspberries plus recipe ideas and cooking tips? Head to redraz.org. That's redrazz.org. You'll find participating retailers as an inspiration for every meal, plus info on how these berries go from farm to freezer with quality you can taste. Have you ever rooted for a central couple in a horror movie? Then you are going to love House of Rain by New York Times bestselling TikTok sensation Harley LaRue. Happy endings and horror can mix after all. It's a gothic sapphic romance meets supernatural suspense, equal parts sinfully spicy and bone-chilly. Salem was supposed to be on her honeymoon. Instead, she's trapped at Belfour Manor with Rain, a woman hiding secrets as dark as the house itself. This book gets 4 out of 5 peppers for bringing the heat. If you're a fan of The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager or Verity by Colleen Hoover, this must-read thriller is for you. The book just sucks you in. I swear, I even caught myself looking behind my shoulder once or twice because Harley LaRue builds this tension that just lingers. You can find House of Rain by Harley LaRue wherever books are sold in print and an ebook. The gorgeous deluxe hardcover first printing is only available for a limited time, so grab yours before they are gone.
And let's clarify, we're talking about the people occupying space who have already expressed that they do not want to be here. Okay. It's not you going on a few dates, still feeling things out or unsure about someone, or you're in the dating process. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the people who have already been clear that they don't want to be that, and you still keep putting them there, or they don't want to be in your life and you keep putting them there. Those are the people that are pushing you into that middle spectrum of the single scale.
I'm glad that you brought that up because those are the people holding you back. But I do want to address the early dating because, yes, it's not like detrimental. Like you have to go through it, right? There's no way around it. But it is something to think about that when you go on a date with someone, you really don't know who else is out there for them. It goes back to like the taking it personally when it doesn't work out.
Very true. Yeah. You have no idea. You have no idea. And that's why we always say lead with yourself. You are the CEO of your love life. Do not let these other people drive your car. If you're in the driver's seat and you're feeling pretty sure in a certain direction, do that drop off.
Yeah.
It's okay. Park. Like do whatever you need to do to clear your car and your passenger area.
I mean, I definitely want to get your take. I think I know it, but the whole feeling of multi-dating, because that's like the idea of going out on multiple dates with people in the early stage. So we're now not talking about like the clear people that are just blocking, but more of like this early dating. There's a bunch of people around. So yes, your energy is not focused to one person. On one hand, it's a good thing that, you know, you're giving your energy and attention to someone that makes it clear that it's worth it, and you're being discerning and you're seeing who's out there and you're not just going for the first person you meet. But at the other side, I personally found it difficult to like actually get deep with someone when I had all these floating people.
Yeah, there's a balance. I think there's definitely a balance. Some people really love having multiple people at play. I'm not that way. You're not that way. So you just have to know yourself very well. But I know that when I've let myself be pulled by the vibe, I've been pulled by multiple people, and I want to explore all of those people. And those are times I've dated multiple people at once, but it was so clear to me so quickly who was better for me. Like it didn't take 6, 7 dates. It probably took like 3 dates. And then I was able to know like, okay, of this group, like there is one person I vibe with the most.
I think it's also depending on your stage of dating, because in my late 30s, when I was dating before I met my now husband, I didn't need a date around. I knew who was out there. Yeah. I knew what I was looking for. And for me, it was actually more beneficial to be single AF and to go on a date. It didn't work out, then end it instead of like juggling 10 people at once. And I was like, okay, well, if it doesn't work out, there's always Hinge. I can go back, you know? Yes. So it was like kind of one of those things that I would give people more of a chance, each individual, and then go back to the pool instead of like always be talking to everyone. That being said, in my 20s, when I first really dated, I had to like date multiple people at once because I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know what worked for me. So I do think there's different phases that it makes sense for everyone, and people are going to be different depending on their history. And that being said, like some people don't need a bunch of people to compare to. So
some people don't.
You don't. So it's not like a prerequisite. I think for me in that life stage, it was also like my intro to apps, and that happens.
Yeah.
So again, like I think you have to like take inventory for yourself and what's working.
Yeah, I find it fascinating. Like my college friends, they've been together since college. They're still married and absolutely, I mean, they're obviously like, oh, I wonder what dating would be like today. But they've never had a doubt that they are for
Right.
each other and they're each other's first everything. So some people don't feel the need to date multiple people to figure out what they like. Some people know from beginning, like, oh, this is exactly what I like, and this is the person.
I think maybe the takeaway is not to feel that pressure because like even when we have our dating archetypes quiz that people can take on our website, dateablepodcast.com. And when we were looking at the data from it, we actually found that most people did not like treating dating like a numbers game. And then when we further asked people, they felt like they had to because everyone else was dating multiple people, but they didn't like it because it was hard to keep people straight. They couldn't remember stats that went with each person. Again, it was like I'm now falling into this murky, not single, like fully single because I have these people in my orbit. And I think like if you are the type that just like is better off just funneling your attention more singularly, then do it. And again, like if it doesn't work out with that person, you can always go back to the dating apps.
They're always
here.
be around.
Yeah.
There'll always be people. So it is, what we're suggesting is you look at yourself on the single scale.
Yes.
And if you're looking at left side of single AF, right side in a relationship, you want to basically stay in far left or far right. You don't want to be in that middle ground. So like you want to be working towards in one direction or another. And if you're serious about finding a relationship, you probably want to hover more on the left side of like single AF. So you clear your space, clear your air, clear your energy so that you can start moving towards the right side of the scale.
Yeah. And I mean, maybe you are the person that, like, I think it's getting clear about what you truly want to. Because if you do just want to casually date, then, like, be in the middle. This is more of like you're looking to find your person. And also clarifying for any poly listeners, you could be in the like far right with multiple people. That's still a possibility. So again, you do you in what relationship, but just know that if you're looking for something serious and you have a bunch of people in your, I keep using the word orbit. I'm like, I need a different word, but that's what keeps coming to mind. It's like,
it is orbit
in your world and you're not looking for that, then it's time to reevaluate. Like, am I actually dating with the best strategy here?
Yeah. Where are you right now? Let's take inventory. Look at yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being single AF, 10 being in a relationship. Where are you? Give us a number. Think about it. Email it to us.
I really do think, though, like if I was to look at the one thing that kept me single, it was because I kept things going with these people that like weren't ever going to give me what I was looking for. And there were so many times I'm like, I'll keep dating just to like keep them out of my mind, but I might as well not have been dating at that point.
Oh, I know.
And the dating world is cluttered with those types of people.
It is mostly those types of people.
Which is what makes it hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But when you're so clear about that's not what you're looking for, you get rid of the riffraff. What a concept. They leave. They're no longer attracted to you. And that's a good thing.
I mean, that was something, I mean, clearly like why I married my partner and ended up with him is because of who he is. But a big part of it too was the timing. When I met him, we were both in a place that we were really open and ready for something. And we didn't have other distractions happening.
Yes.
And I think, like you can't just end up with the person that's ready when you are if the other stuff doesn't align. But it's really hard to like make something work if both people are not single AF and ready to go.
Yep. So takeaways, be single AF.
It's okay to be single AF. You don't need to talk to your friends about a rant. They don't want to hear about the random dude that they know is never. Like, I feel bad for how many hours I wasted of my friends' lives talking about friends with benefits, situationship that I thought I was in love with. That was so clear to anyone listening to me was nothing.
It's like barely remember
embarrassing. Yeah. And I'm like, I wish we spent our time talking about something else.
Yes. Anything else.
Although he is still funny to reminisce about.
Yeah, but not in that way.
Group chat.
Like as entertainment.
Oh yeah, it's like it's embarrassing that I. Sometimes it bonds you.
It does. If it's for that purpose, then go ahead.
If you're both in the same season of life.
Cool. Great. If you have an answer for your single scale, you can find us on Instagram. You should DM us at Dateable Podcast and tell us, just give us a number. We'll know what you mean, I think. I think we've done this in the past and we're like, wait, what did we ask people for?
Or leave us a review just with your number.
We're asked, leave us a number. Yeah, give us a number. We'll know what you mean. A scale of 1 to 10, 1 being single AF, 10 being in a relationship AF. Where do you fall?
But 5 stars, please. With that.
Yeah.
Don't leave 1 star for 1.
Or 2 stars. Yeah. No, don't be in the middle of the stars. Just give us 5.
Okay. And also remember to pick up How to Be Dateable wherever books are sold. And you can find it also on howtobedateable.com.
And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
If you're a podcast host, listen up, this one's for you. My name is Allie Jackson. I'm the host of Finding Mr. Height, a dating and relationship podcast that I've been doing for 4 years now, sharing my positive and practical approach to dating that's built on my own life experience. And I wanted to share another experience that I've had, my secret behind monetizing my show. It's called Red Circle, and I was just telling my colleague about how much I love their platform. With Red Circle, not only am I getting a seamless hosting experience, but I also love the support I receive in ad sales. It's not just typical ad sales either. It's targeted opportunities based on my show and my life. And the platform is super simple. You just set your preferences and Red Circle matches you with sponsors that align with your show. You can vet every opportunity and their platform gives you great analytics. More recently too, my Red Circle team has brought me opportunities outside of my podcast on social media to really augment the podcast partnerships, bring them full circle. I just can't recommend them enough. If you want to give it a try, go to redcircle.com to get your free trial. That's redcircle.com for a free trial.